So you guys were one. I'm hearing a lot of you guys. You guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that? And when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So it's shorter. There you go. Crazy Cat Lady Gamer Reviewer or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use, educational, for education and entertainment purposes. Hi everybody, Martha here. So today I watched the 11th episode of Stargirl. So this episode, not much happened, but some still stuff happened in it. We found out for true that um, Courtney is not related to the real Starman because her real dad was in this movie, was in this episode today. So this episode starts out with Justin, the janitor, um, like out where the town began, like the town's like opening the town, looking at some horses, but the farmer tells him to get away because he like wants to. I guess he wants to have one. He's um not sure if he's senile or not, but apparently I think I'm not sure how they did it, but they must have used him as a test dummy for or a guinea pig for like the New America, the Injustice Society, and made him where he can't remember where he's having a hard time remembering who he is and keeping his mind straight because he's acting like he's senile, but it's hard to tell because he thinks he thinks he's as old as King Arthur, and King Arthur existed. That means this guy would have been like over 500 years old because if you know how long ago that legend happened, if it happened at all, because that happened back during the Dark Ages in Britain. So yeah. So he thinks he's one of King Arthur's knights or something like that. So and him and Pat were in a team together. So yeah, and he was apparently Justin was the leader. Yeah, and in this team they had Green Arrow and Speedy were in it. They don't mention them in this show. They just call him Robin Hood in it because that's the closest thing I guess they can do it. I don't know if this movie the show since it's made by a different team than the one of CW. I don't know if they're allowed to have the rights to say Green Arrow or Flash or any of those other guys that have their own TV show. So yeah, because both of them are in this. We both see both of them in the show, but they have not referenced them at all in this show really, except for the helmet in that picture. So anyway, he goes to Pat for help, and he tries to attack Pat with his sword, which is apparently Excalibur, but he thought he was Dragon King, and he ends and Pat helps calms him down, and he just goes to sleep for the rest of the episode. And so Courtney meets her dad, Sam, and we find out that he is just really there just to get the locket. What a jerk! Because he wants to get to know he acts like he wants to get to know his daughter, and the first thing he does practically is after he spends a half an hour with her, that he takes her out to lunch. He asks her for the locket, and he when she finds out like that her dad's not Starman, she does like freak out a little bit, we thought she would, because she thought the only reason why the staff worked for her because she was related to the real Starman, and now that she found out that she's not, she doesn't believe herself anymore. So the staff doesn't work for her, and she thought it's because she's not Starman's daughter, but it's because it doesn't work for her. So she goes to school. They have a memorial thing for Henry. Um, Brainwave tells Jordan, high school, that Courtney is Stargirl and Pat Stripe Z, and he asked if I can kill them. And at first, he doesn't want to do that because he doesn't know what it would do to Barbara, since we know that he likes Barbara. And stuff. So it takes him a while to own up to it, but he eventually does say that, yeah, go ahead and kill Courtney, Pat, and Mike too. They don't want like lead chances, so he allows them to go in to do it. And he does kind of bait Courtney during the memorial at the school, saying like, it's your fault that Henry's died. Come after me. So in her brain, where only she can hear it. And so she got the staff to work for her by believing in herself again. So not much happened in this episode, but some premise did. Not much action. Let's go with that one. I don't think it was neat. And sometimes it does need action. It's not always needed. You don't always need fighting in these episodes. Sometimes you just need times to figure out who you really are and mourn lost friends. It's not always needed to have fighting in every single superhero episode. So I think that was even though so and the reason you probably don't see my face today because it's pretty early in the morning. I couldn't sleep, so I decided just to watch the show and make a video. So yeah, it's too early here to have the camera around when I have and where I film. In order to have where there to be lights, I have windows. So yeah, so I'm gonna give this episode a 8 out of 10. So I'll see, and Sully gives it oh my god. So hopefully next week's episode I'll be able to. I won't wake up too early to where you guys see my face if I like it this time. So bye bye guys, like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.